Hey everybody, how you all doing? Are you okay? In your neck of the woods? What up? What up? Manners and respect, man. Are your girl, Debbie from down a yard. Well, not pretty? Thank you all, my new subscribers that have been coming in. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Jamaican cooking journey. Welcome to the Jamaican family. Welcome to the Jamaican food, y'all. My whole subscribers that were there from the beginning of the journey, manners and respect, man. Wanna know that? And remember, viewers are out there that are not subscribers. Welcome you all. I hope in the long run or the short run, you'll become subscribers. Now today I want to do for you a simple yet a bit complicated video. I want to show you all how to do fried dumpling. Now the boiled dumpling is on the channel. Go check it out, y'all. Today I want to show you to do fried dumpling. We're starting from scratch. We ain't gonna leave out anything. I'm gonna show you if your dumpling dough gets spoiled, if the flour get too mushy, how to correct it. Let's get rolling. Now right inside here I have 16 ounces of flour or a pound. To this now, this is all the ingredients we need, Flour, salt, baking powder and water. This is all we need, y'all, for fried dumpling. Flour, salt, baking powder and water. So I have here 16 ounces of all-purpose flour. Now to this I'm gonna add 1 heaped tablespoon of baking powder, and also to this I'm gonna add plus 1/8, so it is 1 1/8 of a tablespoon of baking powder. Mind you, mine is not double acting, so if it's double acting baking powder, you'd add like a teaspoon, a heaped teaspoon. I'm using a tablespoon because mine is not double acting. So double acting, you'd use like half of what I've used, which is half of a 1 1/8. Now to this I am gonna add just a quarter of a teaspoon of salt. If you want to use more salt, go ahead. I'm not a person that likes saltiness, as I know it's not good for me. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna get my hands washed. Yes. Properly dried, because you're not supposed to have wet hand in there. The next step is you're gonna sieve it out, which is so important. Why? Because when you sieve in the flour, you trap air inside of it, as in baking. So when air is trapped inside of it, the product, whatever the finished product, becomes more moist. So we're gonna sieve this out. So you put the baking powder and the salt together and you sieve them. While doing that, everything will be incorporated. So you have no need to mix again. Okay? So we're sieving that out. And we're almost ready. We're there and we're on point. So as I told you before, while sieving, the flour, the baking powder and the salt has been incorporated. Now, if you want to try, you can try. A little, this is like a drops. And you taste it. The salt is to my perfection. But if you taste it, because you can taste a little, that's like a saltiness. Because everything is incorporated. You feel the baking powder on your lip as well. If you want to get it more salty, you can add a little more. Because some people go for a lot of salt. I don't. Now, simple tap water. But I almost forget something. I want you all to reserve about 4 tablespoons of this flour. I want you to reserve it, and I'm going to show you why as I go along. So simple tap water, we're going to mix. You don't pour all the water at one point. It's like alternately. So as you get the dough to a certain point and it gets dry, you pour again. I hope you are right on it in a family. Some people put some butter inside this mixture, but you know what happened? Depending on the texture of the dumpling, if you want, when you put the butter in there, you'll get the dumpling with a crust on the outside, which I don't like. I like my fried dumplings soft, and you know, can just break it into, wrap some callaloo inside of it and sandwich it back and bite it. So if you want to get your dumpling with a crust, you gotta put some butter inside it. Okay, so you know that becomes optional, depends on what you want. Now, at this point, I have reserved a little of this flour to show you all something. Now this is it. Get right in on it. Looking on it like this, I wouldn't need, normally I would need any more water. Constant kneading would bring it to perfection. But sometimes it doesn't matter who you are, how long you have been making fried dumplings. Sometimes you get right off track. Sometimes you're making the dough, but there are so many things on your mind and you know, you just miss through the water. So I'm gonna remember, you know, where I am right now, my dough is perfect, it's not spoiled. But I'm gonna deliberately throw a little extra water and show you what it looks like when it's spoiled. Show you how you can correct it. And not bother fuss up. Now make them gonna fuss up on themselves. The dough spoiled. I'm gonna show you how you correct the dough. So I'm gonna deliberately throw a little more water, which is gonna get my dough spoiled, and I'm gonna show you how to correct it. Here we go. So you see I throw a little more water. Look at this now. See there? My dough spoiled. It's spoiled. You can't get it to it's spoiled. It can't come off your hands. Simple. You use a little of this flour and you sprinkle it all over to correct your dough. Okay, family? So if that should ever happen by you pouring too much water, don't panic. No, nothing at all. You sprinkle a little extra of the dry flour and your dough is on point. Okay, y'all? Alright, so now we're gonna knead until we get our container clean. Yep. And you're kneading in that latter flour that you use to correct the spoiled dough. You're kneading in. And you're gonna knead. You're gonna turn out on your surface. Make sure your surface is clean. Mine is all clean. It's always clean. So I told you right here. So you're gonna knead. Knead in. Knead. Knuckle when you're tired to use here. You use your knuckles. Knuckle in. Knuckle in. And knead in. Knead. Okay? We are at this point. You're gonna form the dough into a ball. Now look at it how it is. You saw it make up the little. So you're gonna leave it like this. Okay? You don't have to necessarily wrap it in any plastic wrap or anything. Just use a clean towel and leave it somewhere where it is warm, not cold, where it is warm. And then you leave it for 15 to 20 minutes. And when we come back, we'll see the texture of the dough and we will be ready to proceed in frying our dumplings. Okay, y'all?